Adrenaline in my soul. Every fight I force control. Through it all, they can't come overseas. Bout is here, about to blow, waiting for me to start the show. The kind of lights go out for more. Whoa! Finally. It's really all I can say. Finally. Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome back to the channel. And yes, finally, after 1,316 days, the reign of Roman Reigns has come to an end. I can't tell you how much I have been praying for this moment. As what Drew McIntyre said to CM Punk, I prayed for this to happen. Oh man, I have been waiting for this moment for a very long time, man, and my God, it finally happened. It felt good to finally see Roman lose that championship, and now I feel like Seth, Roman, and Becky Lynch should all be taking breaks from wrestling. But let's dive into the whole show, shall we? The show kicked off with Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins. 10 minutes of just Seth and Drew stomping and claymoring each other. That's really what I can call this match. This was a really finisher, spammy, match. So, I'm not a really big fan of matches like that. I'm not a big fan of matches where they just spam, where they just do nothing but spam finishes. But hey, you know, I'm a bit picky when it comes to my matches. But Drew McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins to become World Heavyweight Champion. Finally wins a title in front of live fans. But Drew McIntyre started talking shit to CM Punk. This then caused CM Punk to attack Drew. And then out came everyone's favourite Money in the Bank contract winner, the best Money in the Bank contract holder of all time, Damian Priest. He came down, cashed in his briefcase, hit the south of heaven, and he's done it. He is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Damian Priest is now World Heavyweight Champion. And this is kind of exactly how I kind of pictured it in my head. Judgment Day would lose all their gold, except for Rhea. Damian would then get desperate and want to become World Champion. And that's exactly what happened. Damian Priest is now the World Heavyweight Champion. I mean, the guy deserves it. Kudos to him. He deserves it. But we'll see where the future of the Judgment Day goes from here, now that Damian Priest is now World Heavyweight Champion. So the next match we had was Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament. Bubba Ray Dudley was the special guest referee of this match. And this match was pretty boring. It wasn't that great. I mean, it was slightly better than the Uso versus Uso match, but it's definitely up there as one of the worst matches on the show. I mean, some of the spots were fine. I thought some of the spots were fine. Like B-Fab and Scarlett going through a table. That was good. I mean, kudos to them. Two people who barely wrestle, bloody taking table spots. So, kudos to them, I suppose. But yeah, Lashley and the Profits got their revenge on the Final Testament and got the win. LA Knight takes on the phenomenal AJ Styles, and AJ Styles debuted new theme music, and I know for a fact that the IWC are not going to be happy whatsoever Because the fans are never happy about anything. It was even reported that AJ Styles was going to get new music. So everybody should have known this was going to happen. So, I mean, what do I think of the new song? I mean, I want the full song to be released first before I give my opinion. But overall, AJ Styles got a new song. I don't know what it was about this match, man. I don't know what it was about this match. I didn't really enjoy this. I mean, great. They gave us the right winner, but in my personal opinion, this wasn't one of the matches I was really invested in. They had the right winner with LA Knight going over AJ Styles, which I think that's kind of what AJ. I think that's kind of what AJ's period is going to be now. I think he's going to be going through the period of kind of putting people over. Because I think he's kind of getting ready. He's kind of getting into his retirement phase, I've been hearing. I've heard people say AJ is kind of going into his retirement phase. So who knows? Maybe this is going to be his swan song. You know, he's going to start maybe elevating some people, putting some people over before he retires. But I guess we will see. It wasn't a bad match, though. It wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a bad match. It just wasn't a match I was really invested in. Logan Paul versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton in a triple threat match. This match was, you know, as a concept of the match, it was alright. It was a fine match. But the fact that Logan Paul, and I'm going to be getting into this when I talk about EO, the fact that Logan Paul has been the United States champion for 155 days, and this man has only defended the title once, now twice, but before that match, one time, is clearly a joke. This man has been champion for 155 days and has only defended that title twice. Oh, but people gave Rhea Ripley shit for never defending her title. Rhea's such a bad champion. She never defends her title. Worst champion ever. Worst champion ever. She never defends it. People give Rhea Ripley all this crap about never defending her belt. Where's this shit for Logan Paul? Where's this shit for Logan Paul, huh? One title defense in 155 days. Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. So Logan Paul retains, like I knew he would. And funny enough, the ending of the match is exactly how I said it was going to go. It was going to be Randy Orton RKOing Owens, Logan throwing Orton out of the ring, and then he was going to beat Kevin Owens. Surprise, surprise, right? Geez, surprise, surprise. What a shocker. WWE could have surprised me, but no, they did the ending that we all knew was going to happen. Logan Paul stealing the win and escaping with the United States title. Bayley versus Io Sky for the WWE Women's Championship. Bayley got new music, she kind of got a like a babyface version of her Deliverance heel theme. They kind of like babyfaced her Deliverance theme that she had as with the Death Rebel theme. So, and Bayley got the win here. The matchup was good. Bayley would end up winning by hitting the Rose Plant on Io to retain. Now, Io's reign ended at 246 days. Now, I'm going to be honest here, and I know I'm going to get a lot of people angry, because, you know, that's how the world works. People are always angry, you know, they can never accept another man's opinion. I did not enjoy Io's reign. I thought her reign wasn't great. Io barely defended it. She barely ever defended that belt. She only had a couple of title defenses. And it wasn't, and it was unnecessarily long. It was long for no reason. She didn't defend in Australia. She didn't defend at the Royal Rumble. Like Mi Chin was her only title defense this year. Her match with Mi Chin was the only time she defended that title this year. But people want to say Io is a better champion than Rhea? I'm sorry. But Io is clearly not the better champion. Now, do I agree with Bayley being the one to beat her? For the sake of the storyline, yes. For the sake of the story, yes. But I don't think it really should have been Bayley, but, you know, I guess she does deserve her moment, but and it just felt so awkward. I just want to say how awkward and weird it is to hear Michael Cole go, "Come on, Bayley! Go, Bayley, go! Come on, Bayley! You can do it, Bayley!" It was so awkward. It just felt so... It felt like I was living in an alternative universe. Hearing Michael Cole actually cheer Bayley was really weird. But, you know, I just don't think Bayley should have been the one to beat Io. But, you know, it is what it is, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. I didn't really like Io's reign. I didn't really enjoy Io's reign as much as I enjoy Rhea's. So, in my opinion, the belt's off her. So, in considering I didn't really enjoy her reign all that much, the belt's off her. So maybe, hopefully Bayley is just champion for a short period. I'm kind of hoping maybe she's champion for at least maybe a couple of months, and then they have her drop the title to somebody else. Maybe Dakota Kai. You know, maybe Dakota Kai, because Dakota Kai could use that. But maybe Bianca does. Maybe Jade. You know, but you get my point. Like, I'm just hoping Bayley isn't champion for too long. But I guess we'll see where they go with it. But overall, Io's reign wasn't great. So, in my opinion, I think because her reign wasn't that great, I think it just needed to end. You know, I get one person, I get people telling me, like, I got someone telling me, a few people admitted to me that Io's reign wasn't that great, and that same person said the same thing about Tiffany Stratton's title reign, saying, oh, Tiffany's title reign wasn't great, so they took the belt off her because she wasn't delivering as champion. But they also justified Becky Lynch being the one to beat Tiffany instead of them just having Lyra beat Tiffany. Just have Lyra beat Tiffany and then just move on. You didn't need Becky to be the one to do it. They didn't need Becky to be the one to do it. And it's the same situation here. Io's reign wasn't good. They didn't need Bayley to be the one to do it, but they got the belt off her. So if it was not a good reign, then it's best just to take the belt off her and then just pass it to someone else. Next we get Cody Rhodes taking on Roman Reigns in a Bloodline Rules match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And that is the final time we will be ever saying that name associated with that championship. The matchup was chaotic. It was overbooked but chaotic. And overbooked in a good way, I guess. Jimmy Uso got involved. Jay came out to assist. Solo came out. John Cena came out to assist. The Rock came out. And then out of all the surprises, The Undertaker comes out and makes the assist. I think a lot of people expected Steve Austin. I think a lot of people expected Steve Austin to be the one to come out and be the assistant there to take out The Rock. Surprised The Rock did not turn on Roman. The one thing I'm very surprised about was the outcome that I think a lot of people expected. Everyone was predicting The Rock was going to turn on Roman, but doesn't sound like it's the case. Sounds like The Rock is still loyal to Roman for now. I think Roman is going to go away. He's going to take an extended break. I don't see The Rock sticking around, but I can probably see when The Rock does eventually come back around, maybe for a match with Cody or something. Most likely Saudi Arabia, because that's probably where they will probably have Cody and The Rock fight each other. Then maybe they'll have The Rock berate Roman. Who knows? But the important thing here is the ending of this match was Cody Rhodes delivering the trifecta crossroads, keeping Roman Reigns down for the 3, and the new WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes. Man, it felt good to finally see Reigns get beat. And the irony, the nerve and the irony of all of Roman's crybabies, the Roman Reigns fans, people like making fun of the Cody fan base, the Cody crybabies. I guess I'll start calling you all the Roman crybabies. I think it's so ironic that all the Roman crybabies were like, Cody Rhodes had to cheat. Cody Rhodes didn't win fair and square. He had help. He had help of John Cena and The Undertaker. It was unfair, man. He had help. He had help. Yeah, but you justify Roman having help. You justify all the times Roman had help with Solo, the Usos. It's okay for Roman to have help. It's okay for Roman Reigns to have his family come help him, bailing him out of his title matches for nearly 4 years. Give me a break. Give me a bloody break with your bullshit. Cry me a river, for God's sake. All these bloody crybabies, man. Roman crybabies. Hashtag Roman crybabies. Bloody chucking a fit. Good. Cry yourself to sleep. Roman had to lose. It was time. It was time. It was time for Roman to lose. There comes a time when you support your favorites and you want them to win. I get you always want them to win. But there is a time, you gotta understand, there are times when they shouldn't win. So this is the same thing I have to say about the Becky Lynch fans. I'm so sick of die-hard fans of certain wrestlers always trying to come up with lame excuses to why their favorite should have won. I'm like, there comes a time where you should know your favorite should not win. As much as you want them to win, you should know there should be a time period where they shouldn't win. Becky Lynch did not need to beat Rhea. Bayley didn't need to beat Io, but it is what it is. But the problem that I have with most fan bases... The problem that I have with most fan bases nowadays is that all they want is their favorites to win. Don't get me wrong, I want my favorites to win too. I wanted Randy to win, but I knew Logan was going to retain. There comes a time where you got to know when it's time for your favorites to lose. And today was the day that Roman finally gets beat. The story has been finished. Cody Rhodes has now finished his story and he's now the WWE Champion. I'm so happy for him. And hopefully he can get a really good reign out of this. Hopefully Seth, Becky, and Roman can all take breaks. They can all take the time off they need. Because, my God, they've been carrying WWE for a while. They need a long break. They need a long break. Have Rhea feud with Liv. Have that feud become the main story. Have Drew, feud with Punk or whatever they're doing. And then whatever they plan to do with Cody, we'll see. But yeah, it's time. It's just time for them to take a step back. It's time for Seth to take the well-earned rest that he deserves. It's time for Becky to take the well-earned break she deserves and promote her book. And Roman Reigns, we all know he deserves a break, where he can take a long vacation, take a long hiatus. But at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes has finished his story, and we can all be happy. We can all celebrate. The Roman Reigns era is over. The Bloodline era is at long last over. Thank you all for joining me for this review, and I will see you all on the other side.